What's up, you guys? King Slimy here, back again for another video. And today is another pack opening with a commentary over it. This time it is a pretty big pack opening. It basically is just like 3 or 4 pack openings that I've done that I recorded without speaking in them. That's what I usually do if I get some VC, just like $10 worth of VC. Open some of these cheap packs, try to get some new players, and then just record them, and just try to get some pack openings and try to get stuff that I can do commentaries over, because I do actually have something I do want to talk about, and that obviously is the NBA playoffs, seeing as how they just started like 2 days ago, I think it was. I was gonna basically say like my predictions for each one of the matchups, like the who's gonna win what, and like, yeah, you guys basically know what I mean. Um, Hold on. Okay, so basically the fucking, why can't I think right now? The let's talk about the Warriors and the Pelicans. So the Warriors and the Pelicans is basically one where everyone thinks the Warriors are probably just going to sweep the Pelicans. That's basically what I think. Maybe it's going to go to 5 games. Maybe the Pelicans will win 1 game because Anthony Davis will step up and try to let them. He wants to win a championship. We all know that because he obviously, this is his first time in the playoffs, and he really wants to get to the finals and try to win. But I'm not entirely sure if he'll be able to do that, but I think the Warriors are probably going to win 4-1. So that's my prediction for that one. The next one is the Trailblazers and the Grizzlies. Now this one I think is going to be pretty good. The Grizzlies are already up 1-0 as I am making this video, and like, I don't know, I feel like if both teams are completely healthy, then like, if the Grizzlies are gonna win, then Marc Gasol is gonna have to step up, obviously. If the Trailblazers are gonna win, Damian Lillard, the Marcus Aldridge, I'm not sure if any of them are injured. I don't really know who's injured at what times, because I usually just follow the Heat. But anyway, if they stay healthy and all that good stuff, then I think that the Trailblazers will win, but I think it's going to go to Game 7. So I think it's going to be 4-3 Portland. Now the reason I think this is because they're both pretty good teams. They're both like not terrible. They're the 4th and the 5th seed, so they're right in the middle of the West. They both had pretty good records too when they were playing, obviously. I don't know what their records were exactly, but they both had pretty good records. So I think Portland's going to win 4-3, and yeah, so that's my prediction for that. Next one I'm going to be talking about is the Clippers versus the Spurs. Now the Spurs didn't have the best season, but they stepped up at the end of the season. As I am talking right now, the Clippers are winning by 1. They're winning 1-0. They won last night. This one could go either way. I think it's a tough decision because I think it's going to be the Spurs. I think the Spurs are going to win it because they really want to get a back-to-back championship, and I don't know. I think it'll go to another Game 7, just like the Portland and the Grizzlies. So I think it'll be Spurs 4, Clippers 3. Like, I know there's a lot of Clippers fans, there's a lot of Spurs fans too, but I think a lot of Clippers fans are the ones that really want obviously really want the Clippers to get in there and try to win a championship, but I think it's going to be the Spurs 4-3 against the Clippers. Okay, so the next one is the Houston Rockets versus the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, so this is one where it could go either way, but I really don't think the Mavericks will be able to hold James Harden. Because James Harden has been going off as I am speaking. The Rockets are up 1-0. Um, I think that Houston's either gonna sweep them or they're gonna win 4-1. Cause I don't know. I just don't really think Dallas will be able to like withstand the Rockets, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. I don't think they. I mean, they don't have a bad team, but they don't have as good a team as the Rockets. And by as good a team, I mean they don't have James Harden. James Harden is like in the running for MVP. Like, he's got Dwight Howard right now, and he was playing amazing without Dwight Howard. So he's playing amazing with Dwight Howard, and I think they're just gonna. I think they might even make it to the finals, maybe, if they can beat the Warriors. But I think that Houston is gonna beat Dallas either 4-0 or 4-1. Okay, so next is the Atlanta Hawks and the Brooklyn Nets. Now this one is really a no-brainer for me. Some of you might not agree or anything, but I think the Hawks are going to easily sweep the Nets. I'm not sure how the Nets made it into the playoffs. I don't think they have that great of a team. I don't really think they have that great of a playoff team. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that Atlanta is just going to 4-0 them because Atlanta's been doing great this entire season. They're going to want to push. They're going to want to try to get to that championship. And yeah, so 4-0 Atlanta. Brooklyn might sneak one win in there, but I don't really think they're going to. I think it's just going to be 4-0 Atlanta. Okay, so next is the Toronto Raptors and the Washington Wizards. Now, I'm going to do this prediction based on, like, how good I think the team is. Not because one of these teams is, like, I don't know, like my second favorite team, third favorite team, actually. So, I'm saying that the Wizards are going to win, like, 4-3 or 4-2. And now, the reason I say this is because Washington is up 1-0, and the Raptors always choke in the playoffs. Because I'm pretty sure they haven't made it past the first round since they've ever been in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere, that they've never made it past the first round. They've always choked or something. They've never made it anywhere. So that's why I think that they're just going to choke and not make it at all. Okay, yeah, so that one basically is, I just think they have a better team too. Even though the Raptors are ranked up one more seed, fourth seed, the Wizards are fifth, but I still think that Washington's gonna win it 4-3 or 4-2, because I think Toronto's just gonna choke. So next is the Chicago Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I think that it's going to be the Bulls either 4-1 or 4-2 or 4-0. One of those three. It's not going to be 4-3. I don't think the Bucks are going to last that long. If Derrick Rose keeps playing like he did in the first game where the Bulls beat the Bucks, then they're just going to sweep them. But if he messes up or just starts playing terribly, then the Bucks might win one or two games. That's basically my prediction for that entire series. The next and last playoff game prediction I have is the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics. Now, obviously, everyone has been saying, especially Cash Nasty, has been saying that, hold up, transition. Especially Cash Nasty has been saying that the Boston Celtics do not even belong in the actual playoffs. Now, I don't agree with that. I don't really agree with that at all, actually, because they were good enough to make it into the playoffs. They're not even the last seed either. The one team I don't think that's supposed to be in the playoffs is the Brooklyn Nets. That's the one team I don't think that should be in the playoffs. But the Boston Celtics do, or are good enough to be in the playoffs, but I'm not sure if they're good enough to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Beat LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, some people may not agree with me, but I'm just saying that Cleveland's up 1-0. They had a good start against the Celtics, but I think Cleveland's either going to win it 4-2 or 4-1. because I think Boston's gonna is gonna get close, not really that close. They'll win 1 or 2 games. They'll get hyped, but then they'll end up pulling a Toronto and choking and not making it past the first round. But I really do think that they would make it far if they didn't have to play Cleveland in the first round. If they had an easier team to play, if they had played as good as they did at the end of the season as they did at the beginning of the season, they would probably be close to the first seed. But right here, where they are right now, I don't think they're going to make it past the first round. That's just my predictions. These are just all my predictions. You guys may not agree with my predictions, but I really think that's what's going to happen. But I'm not sure. I might be completely wrong. Maybe all my predictions will be wrong. You never know. I'll be on Twitter probably tweeting about the playoffs. Maybe. I don't think I've tweeted about the playoffs yet, but I'll try to keep myself updated on if I was right with my predictions, because I'll have to come back to this video to see if I even got them right. But hopefully I'll at least get some of them right, and I'll even, like, maybe I'll get all of them right, and that'd be pretty sweet, and I'd probably need to get some money. Because, I mean, if I predict all of them first rounds right, I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah. Okay, I don't know why my commentary cut off there. I finished doing my commentary and I guess it stopped right back where I just did. Anyway, I didn't say anything at the end of that commentary other than um, I had talked for so long and that I was done, and that's basically it. And I also said thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the support and the love. I really appreciate any likes, any comments, any views, basically. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I tweet basically everything I'm doing. If I'm streaming or anything or recording a video, I'll probably tweet about it, and you guys will know when I am tweeting, or when when I am making a video, or when I am streaming. And yeah, so I just said thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.